All right. I don't think this will happen. I'd love for it to happen. I doubt it'll happen. I don't know who this guy is. I would love to see all of these people, not maybe all of them. I would love to see these Somalis get kicked out. I doubt it's going to happen. This morning, we're going to break down what actually passed. The SAVE Act, apparently. The Congress voted last night to pass the SAVE Act. They added it to this National Defense Authorization Security Bill. Now, whether or not that's going to do anything, whether or not that's going to finally leverage Senator John Thune to do something in the Senate, I really hope it does. This must-pass national security bill. Here's the problem, or here's the solution. Here's the answer. Here's the trap. Here's whatever you want to call it. You see here, 215 Republicans voted yes. One voted no. That was Thomas Massie. This is Congress, not the Senate. Two decided not to vote. NV. Those are two losers that should be expelled for not doing their frickin' job. One Democrat voted yes. I don't even know who that is. I really don't care. An independent voted yes. Okay. 208 Democrats voted no. 208 Democrats, 209 total. Thomas Massie just chose illegals over you, over your kids, over your children, over your livelihood, over your inheritance, over your 401k, over your car, over your house, over your dog. If you're in Springfield, Illinois right now, you better hide your cats. This is what's happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is disgusting. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just a dude talking about dudes, all right? But election security is now being treated as national security, and I believe it is. And Massie, for any massholes that are in the chat, explain why your masshole did this. And thank you for having coffee in the news with me this morning. There you go. I'm not a cable news guy. I'm just a normal guy on YouTube, a Navy veteran, trying to make sense out of what's happening to our country. So hit the like, subscribe. Maybe some of you just tune in because you hate me. I don't care. I really don't care. If you don't feed me, fund me, or you know what, I really don't care what your opinion is. But thanks for tuning in and watching with me, and we'll try to break this down. But I want to see Democrat Rep. Jared Golden. I don't even know who that is. He's out of Maine. And Representative Kevin Kiley, independent out of California, voted in favor of the measure. So a Democrat in Maine, don't know if he's got a Nazi tattoo, while Rep. Thomas Massie was the lone Republican to vote against it. Thomas Massie is not a Republican. He is not. He's a libertarian LARPing as a Republican when it's convenient for him to run for office. The guy's a frickin' loser. According to reports, Massie's leading a bipartisan effort to strip Section 219. Yeah, I bet he likes the strippers. Formerly, we used to as well. I was in the Navy. Every strip club in America smells like vanilla. Ladies, if you haven't been in there, you know it's a fact. Or now you can confirm it a fact. NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, which seeks to integrate U.S. and Israeli defense technology. Now, there is a continental divide happening in the Democrat Party right now, and I don't know where you stand on this, but it's another trap. This is out of Politico. This is the bastion of freedom for Democrat politics. And this guy better be careful. It looks like he's got one of those exploding microphones on. Candace Owens, call this guy. Let him know, exploding microphone. He needs to be careful. Seismic shift. 100 House Democrats vote to end Israel aid. Now, I'm going to say this, and some of you might not like it. Some of you may. I don't care. I'm having my coffee and talking shit, right? Talking news. I I don't want to send aid to anyone. Nobody. However, I want the same Democrats choosing not to send aid to Israel to choose not to send aid to whatever countries that are being represented here in this photo. And I see some Mexico, I see some Palestine, I see Somalia. I don't want to send money to Ukraine. I'm all about pulling all of our troops out of Germany. I want them all out of England. I want them out of Korea. I want them out of every damn where that's not America. However, Israel might be our only damn ally. Might be our only ally. But now we're going to get this continental divide in the Senate. Democrats, man, these guys, and I don't even know if it's Democrats anymore. I think it's the Democrat Socialist is what they actually call them. But this guy wearing a Charlie Kirk microphone is, get away from that guy. Candace Owens will do 10 months of videos on you if you wear a microphone that goes boom, right? Now, I don't know where you stand on this. I don't know if you care about what's happening for all of this, but it bothers me that now this goes to the Senate. The Senate's trapped because they're going to have to choose national defense or illegal aliens. I want to hear what I just let y'all know, I don't plan my show. I grab a couple of things and you guys are just basically watching the news with me. I have this folder. I automatically open it, pops up all the crap that I'm kind of interested in. Let's go.
On this vote, the yeas are 217, the nays are 209. The bill is passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
She looks like she likes a dinner table. Okay, so it passes the House. Great. We're all so happy that it passed the House. But I don't think it's going to go anywhere. And I don't want to be a doom pillar, black pillar, green pill. Whatever. In the chat, do you think this is going to pass the Senate? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Just let me know what you think. King of Biltong, thank you for tuning in. I try to repost everything that Anton does because he's a great sponsor here on the channel. But who is this guy kidding? Somali migrant in all places, Minnesota, has gone viral after saying if Somalis were deported from the U.S., all other Africans will leave us in solidarity. Anton, you're African. If this Somali, let's call him Johnny Somali, if he leaves, Anton, just send all your biltong before you leave, okay? I know you're headed back to Joburg. Apartheid is such a nice time of the year for apartheid for anybody that has ever been to South Africa. Oh, here we go. Ferd Turgeson, I love that name. Dear white people, yes, we will go back to Africa and take all of our inventions with us. Well, there goes Kool-Aid and peanut butter. Son of a bitch. I'm going to stock up on, I love a Jif Crunchy. If all the black folks leave, they're taking peanut butter and grape drink. God dang it. I'm headed to Sam's Club to buy a pallet of peanut butter this morning. Nobody's leaving. Why would they leave? Why would they leave? You know it's not happening. You know it's not happening. You couldn't pay these people to leave. We're trying to pay them to leave and the son of a bitches won't go. Iran threatens to shut down Middle Eastern oil production. Reimposes the blockade. I'm really surprised oil workers in Iran wear hard hats. Out of this whole photo, that's what surprises me. The hard hat. I'm really surprised he's got a hard hat on. I thought the burqas were like, they like blocked everything. I really thought that. Okay, let's move on. That's my Iran coverage for today. There you go. No hard hats. Pete Hegseth announces testosterone screenings for service members. This is the good one, man. This is the good. I got so many people pissed off about that because we're about to get like manly dudes back in the military. There were so many people freaking out about this. And the reason being is, let me just show you this. This is so funny. And thank you for whoever hit the thumbs downs. I really appreciate you guys hate watching. I love the hate watchers. Liberal journal, The Atlantic, claims the era of the Democrat manly man is back. Manly men coming right back. They got manly chicks. Looks like they got, some of these women I've seen, looks like they have buckwheat in the headlock. Or the head scissors, leg scissor. Democrat manly man, Russell Berman, reports with the party bracing masculinity. Yeah, right. Now I want to take you down a little trip down memory lane. This was their version of manliness. Look at this. Look at this. Masculine political pushed a watered down sociopath version of your idea. Does anybody think this guy's manly? I bet he drinks Shirley Temples. That's my guess. Now, here's the one that I wanted to show you. Turns out this ad did not get men to vote for Kamala Harris. Shocker. 2 in the pink, and you know what? There you go.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are.
This guy eats a lot of breakfast. He eats a lot of breakfast. It is not carburetors.
Carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
Oh,
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man.
Why did he say full-throated? Why'd he say that?
Enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading little.
I hope they ban him from Golden Corral. He needs to be banned from Golden Corral or any Chinese buffet.
women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked.
So this guy says deep-throated and raw dog. What in the hell? Where did they get these people?
From reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
He says
I'm
raw
man enough
dog
to be
sucked.
emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse. I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually. Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story.
That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful. That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
Oh my God. I need to go wash my eyes out with some Massengill. What in the... And they thought this was going to work? The Democrat Party thought that was going to work. These people are absolutely insane. I'm going to play this, and I got to refill my coffee while I'm doing it, so buckle up or something, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. Let me see if I can find this clip here. Where is this? Here we go. Let me see if I can pull this up. Sorry. I wish I was more prepared in the mornings, but I'm real. Oh, crap. Let's go here. I wish I was more prepared, but I'm really not. Here we go. Well, crap. Okay, let's go. Trying to move that down just a smidge. Okay, yeah. Here's old, what do you call it? Pete Hegseth. I'm going to refill my coffee. Enjoy this. This is really good. If you're a dude, I'm sorry for that last one. Here we go.
At the Department of War, we have the most elite warriors on the face of the earth. Every single day, you are pushed to your absolute physical and mental limits to master the profession of arms. We demand your all, and you give it. But while we invest heavily in our weapon systems, platforms, and gear, our most decisive tactical advantage will always be the individual warfighter. We have a sacred duty to maintain that advantage, which is why we must constantly look for new ways to optimize your performance, your resilience, and your long-term health. And to meet that commitment today, I'm authorizing a new screening program for testosterone deficiency for our service members, ensuring you have the right testosterone levels to operate at your absolute best. Because it's well-established science that as we age, testosterone levels often naturally drop. Under the supervision of our world-class medical professionals, warfighters age 30 and older are going to be tested annually as part of their periodic health assessment. It's a health assessment.
Does anyone think it's wrong for the United States military to be manly, to be like dudes? Anybody got any problems with that? No tampons in the men's room. That's my goal.
That happens every year. We're just adding this test. Those under 30 can voluntarily choose to get the test as well. If treatment is recommended, it's entirely your choice to receive testosterone replacement therapy. This initiative, it's not about artificial enhancement.
Okay, so I want to show you some of the comments here. The comments are gold. No simps need apply. I'm all about that. Here we go. Here's one of the wackadoodles. Republicans are obsessed with genitals. What? We know that's what they want to chop off. Right? I mean, this is so amazing. I just think it's so like crazy that the Democrats don't understand what they have done to America, what they've done to our military. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And let's just go here. I want to show you this. I don't know if you've watched this interview with Joe Rogan and JD Vance, but this is an example of like leadership. I think this scares the hell out of the Democrat Party. I'll let you decide.
He's had 2 brain surgeries, like where they have to take the top of your head off. Literally, they have to take like a cap.
Wait, Biden had 2 brain surgeries?
Oh, yeah.
How did I not know this?
You didn't know this?
I didn't know that he had 2 brain surgeries.
He had 2 brain surgeries. Jimmy, please look this up. Make sure that I'm right. I'm 99.
How many of you knew that Biden had 2 brain surgeries? They took the top of his skull off. I think they left it in the shower.
9% sure I'm right. But I know he had
so did he get a refund afterwards?
Well, it kept him alive. It kept him alive. I mean, Biden has not undergone recent brain surgery. He underwent 2 successful, life-saving brain surgeries to repair 2 intracranial aneurysms in 1988.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Okay, what's more disturbing? Biden had 2 brain surgeries or the vice president didn't know? What's more disturbing? What's the bigger problem here? I mean, a lot of people, there's some people that knew about it. I see some people in there that knew about it. Okay, let's go.
Medical professionals have stated that he made a full recovery and suffered no lasting brain damage or cognitive impairment from these procedures. Oh, it's from the Washington Post, so you know it's accurate. And definitely not Biden.
Did Biden recover? Did we get the recovered version?
At all. And these medical professionals, were those the same people that said that the COVID vaccine is safe and effective? That's right. We live in a wonderful time for bullshit. It's like, because they just bullshit you right to your face. Like,
we do.
He had 2 brain surgeries, like major brain surgeries, because he's having aneurysms. I don't care who you are. That's probably going to do some damage.
It's going to leave some.
I can't believe Rogan brought this up. I really am stunned when I watched it. I was watching this last night, and I was like, holy crap. Joe Rogan is not allowed to talk about this.
Aneurysms are a real problem.
That's a real thing.
Your brain is bleeding.
People die from aneurysms all the time. See, that's the crazy thing is I never even knew about that.
How'd you not know about that? That's nuts. I knew about it.
Well, it speaks to how constrained our media environment is that even I had never heard
Right.
that.
It was not.
CNN has never talked about it. Fox News has never talked about it. MS Now has never talked about it. He's got a point, though. I don't blame J.D. Vance for not knowing. I blame the news media for not showing it, for not making us aware of this. This is something that should have been known prior to the presidential election. The news media should have said, you know what? We got Trump, and then we got a guy that had the top of his head cut off 2 times. And then we got a gal that, I don't want to say it.
Not a part of the narrative. It's certainly not from the Democrats. But yeah, it was clearly, I just don't understand why they ran him in the first place. The whole thing made no sense. He's had 2.
Can anybody explain to me, like I eat paint chips, why they chose Biden in the first place? Somebody talk to me like I eat paint chips about this. This interview with Rogan and J.D. Vance, man, I'm telling you, this guy blew some stuff out of the water here. Let me grab this one. The amount of information is crazy that came out. Here we go. This is a good one right here. This is one of the best ones. This is one of the. It's just amazing because this is where like a lot of these conspiracy people like dwell.
He urged us to tell our.
I want to tell you something before we go any further. TMZ. Does anybody in the chat know who owns TMZ? Put it in the chat. If you know who owns TMZ, if somebody gets the answer right, I'm going to give away some free memberships. Somebody get, and you can't Google it. You cannot Google it. Okay? I don't see anything yet. Somebody chime in. Who owns TMZ? It's going to stun you.
He urged us to tell our troops that this was all part of God's divine plan, and he specifically referenced numerous citations out of the book of Revelations referring to Armageddon and the imminent return of Jesus Christ. He said that President Trump had been anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to earth.
Okay.
If I'm in that meeting, I'm like, hit the brakes. Hit the brakes. What?
That's where you need some of the psychedelics we talked about at the last Joe Rogan.
This is crazy. Somebody says that Trump was chosen by Jesus to bomb Iran. I don't know what your thoughts are on this. I'd love to hear it. I think it's amazing that somebody said this.
J.D. Vance
That would
conversation.
definitely help. That would definitely help.
I mean, okay, my response to that, first of all, like, obviously, do I endorse that? No. Do I think that it's important that people rein it in a little bit? Because I'm sure you're right. There were a lot of troops there, probably a lot of Christian troops there who were like, I'm not sure this is exactly right.
Right.
But the important point is, I think it's important as a Christian leader, as Christians, period. One of the things we have to do is just have humility in the face of God's plan. There's a lot that
that's a pretty good statement right there. That's really good coming from a vice president.
we don't understand. There's a lot that we don't get. And I think especially on matters of war and peace, the approach that I try to take is you try to make the best decisions that you can. You hope that you're on God's side. You don't assume that God has taken your side. That's a very famous Abraham Lincoln quote. And that's the attitude that I take. So for that,
What is wrong with that answer? No one's got the answer right about who owns. Oh, somebody got it. Oh, there you go. I know you Googled it. Don't lie to me or yourself. Fox News owns TMZ. Does it make sense now? It makes sense. They also have contracts with Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Sean Ryan, all of your favorite trolls.
what I would encourage that NCO to say is, you know what? God is in control. We don't know what's going to happen, but let's pray and try to do as good of a job as we can, trusting in God. If I was speaking to a group of Christian troops, that's what I would say.
What's wrong with that? What a great answer, man. Yeah, I'll give away some free memberships. I always try to get 10 new members on the channel. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, give away some memberships, become a member on the channel if you can. It's 10 cents a day. If you don't get entertainment out of this while you're putting on your shoes, having your coffee, then you're just choosing not to. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me in the mornings and doing that, because that's my whole goal. Is I would be literally watching the news or going through the news laughing to myself if I didn't have y'all around to do this. Man, this is crazy. And I don't know how many of you watch Rogan. I listen a lot to like podcasts and stuff like this. And I don't always agree with Rogan. I don't agree with half of the people in the chat most of the time. Y'all don't agree with me. But I'll say this. The guy really, I think he just likes talking to people. Maybe he likes getting paid to talk to people. I don't know what you want to say about it. Listen to this. Look at this is a good one too. Watch what he says here.
So many of these Democratic talking points presume that their own voters are actual idiots. Right? That's actually, there's a big difference between, Republicans, we sort of presume that our voters are adults, and you don't see that with I'm not saying every Democrat, of course, I don't want to cast too broad of a brush here, but it's like, Gavin Newsom did this speech a few months ago. The president, I think it's the funniest thing ever, because he's like speaking to a group of black leaders and black businessmen, but it's like an audience that is 95% black. And they're asking him about his dyslexia and his struggle with education. And he basically says, yeah, I'm not very smart like a lot of you. And it's like,
I'm like you. I can't even read.
You're in a room full of black people. Yeah, I'm not as smart as you guys. Or I'm not smart like a lot of you. I gave away some memberships. There you go. Ben Dykes gave away 5 free memberships. Get in the Discord. You go to the community post page and get in there. Listen to this again. This is so good.
And they're asking him about his dyslexia and his struggle with education. And he basically says, yeah, I'm not very smart like a lot of you. And it's like,
I'm like you. I can't even read. Meanwhile,
what?
There's a ton of interviews where he's talking about all the books he reads. Like, he's so full of shit.
Yeah, he's full of shit, but it's
admirably full of shit. But I admire the fucking the sheer tenacity that he has in being full of shit. Because it's amazing.
Joe Rogan is basically your old school Democrat, lived in Hollywood, comedian, celebrity, TV guy. It got so bad in California, this guy left. The Democrat Party lost this guy. That right there says a lot. When you lose this guy, you're cooked, man. You are cooked. I don't know how the Democrat Party recovers from it. Because they lost Rogan and they kept Jazzy Hands. This guy's not masculine enough to be a male cheerleader on the Saturday Night Live skit. You remember that? He's not even that masculine. Gosh, somebody says, hope tonight Trump fundamentally changes America for the better by having the military arrest the coup participants. I'm going to disappoint you, James. That's not going to happen. No military arrest are rolling out tonight. Don't hold your breath. Your face will turn very blue. Very blue. Let me go here. You want to see something funny? Anybody living in Texas? Texas mayor arrested on 5 felony charges. Illegal voting, tampering with government records, and fraud. Thanks for the thumbs down. I hate to hit you with a case of reality, but there you go. The military is not arresting anyone. If you think that's happening out. Daniel, I'm hanging out with Ben like a hair in a biscuit. Thank you very much. Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. Oh, what is this? I love this channel, my first news channel. Love all the people. What's up, Dave? Dave's not here. I got to show you this, though. This is really good, what's going on here. This is Texas. Good old Texas, baby. Texas. Rocking in the free world.
Well, the mayor of Arcola in Fort Bend County is facing multiple felony charges, and today he made...
How much hairspray? How much? Aquanet, quart? What is this?
his first appearance before a magistrate judge.
Fred Anthony Burton is accused of a series of alleged crimes tied to his time in office, and that does include illegal voting, tampering with government records, misuse of official information, and fraud. Fox 26's reporter Leslie Delaspore is live at Arcola City Hall with more on these allegations. Leslie.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, she looks like just one of the guys, right? Got a cocktail dress on and a hat. What in the hell happened to the news? This is such a clown show.
Yeah, that's right. So I can tell you today, we've gotten some mixed reaction from people here in Arcola. But I also want to let you know that investigators say these allegations span back several years. We're going to break it down for you. So here's what we know so far. According to court records, Fred Burton was arrested Wednesday and booked into the Fort Bend County Jail on 5 felony charges. Those charges include 2 counts of illegal voting, 1 count of misuse of official information, 1 count of tampering with a government record, and 1 count of fraudulent securing of document execution. Now, the indictments allege Burton knowingly encouraged or attempted to help people vote in Arcola elections when they were allegedly not able to cast ballots. Prosecutors also accused Burton of using non-public information he was able to get as mayor to benefit another person in connection with the city contract. In a separate indictment, Burton is accused of presenting or using fake government records related to an estimate for the Arcola Food Court project.
A food project? Stealing food from Hungary? What a piece of crap.
Another charge alleges he caused city council members to sign documents affecting the city's financial interests without their consent. Now, we also heard from residents that the current Arcola City Council member, Alexis Burton, at large position 2, is Fred Burton's daughter. Now, Fox 26 reached...
So the daughter's involved. DEI hires. No. It gets worse than that. DEI voters. That's who voted for this heap of trash. That's who voted for. Where is Arcola? Somebody said Arcola. I don't even know where that is. Man, but you want to talk about voting? The voting stuff, it gets worse, right? The voting stuff gets really worse. Listen to this one.
First of all, what happened with the last election in Los Angeles, just the primary, I think was
crazy.
So super sus.
Yes,
and
it
here's
is.
why it's super sus. Not just super sus that Spencer Pratt, who is in...
For all of you that don't know what sus is, suspicious. I just wanted to put that out there.
second place, got overtaken by Nithya Raman in the mail-in ballots. But that the mail-in ballots also passed a tax hike. The people voted to pay more taxes.
Yep.
In a state where you have the highest
taxes. That's right.
Did anybody know that? By voting for Bass, the ballot had a tax added to it. That's crazy.
They're like, we don't pay enough. That is insane. Then when you have direct evidence that they were recruiting homeless people.
That's right.
And they were getting homeless people and giving them cigarettes and cash. There's evidence of this. To use their address and mail-in ballots.
Yeah, I would be the Californian Joe who wakes up in the morning and says, you know what? I'm going to go and vote for higher taxes.
It's like the same people that don't have enough government in their life, so they choose to move into a HOA. I don't have enough government. I'm moving into a housing association. Wow, dude.
I don't pay enough taxes.
I feel like we could fix this if I just pay 5%
more taxes. The crazy thing about it, too, is it's that, okay, so after the initial ballots all came in, it was Karen Bass was number 1, Spencer Pratt was right behind her, and then number 3, whatever this woman's name is. Nithya Raman. Okay, so you would expect the mail-in ballots to be more or less like the original ballots in terms of 1, 2, and 3. I'm not saying Spencer Pratt's going to win the.
Okay, here we go. Spencer Pratt's just pissed off for getting beat in the primary. Does anybody think that? Rod Moore, thank you. I did not know retarded people got up this early.
mail-in ballots. But it just so happened that the third place person in relative terms did a lot better than the first and second place person.
Disproportionately better.
Such that the Republican was actually kicked out of the race so that there's not actually a real election in California. That, to me, was the crazy part. It's like you were designing the vote share in order to kick Pratt out and put the third person into second.
Okay. Knowing what the vice president just said, knowing how, I'm going to say, how crazy some of these Democrats are. I got to move this around. Let me do this a little bit. Knowing how crazy some of these Democrats are, does anybody believe that Steve Hilton has a chance in California? I really don't think. I'm moving this around real time. I'm playing with fire by doing this because I know this could really screw up, but I want to see more of what's actually said here. I don't think Democrats, I don't think Steve Hilton stands a chance. I don't believe it for one bit. Some of you are going to disagree with, you're going to be, Ben, you're all negative. Thursday is today Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. Today is like reality day, right? There is no way Democrats give up that stronghold. Hold up. Anybody live in Harris County, Texas? Let's go here. This is breaking right now. Multiple people shot inside of a Kroger grocery store in Texas County. Let's see here. Man opened fire at a Kroger store in Cypress, Texas. Oh, it happened yesterday. Sorry. Leaving one victim in critical condition, shoot him in multiple times. Police arrived, let him go on his own recognizance. Incident still under investigation. Domestic situation, shooter showed up to busy Kroger. Victim work shot him. The victim's in grave condition. Shooter was also shot. Police are trying to still confirm it. Okay. All right. There we go. Multiple people. Okay. I'm sorry. My passion is dwindling for some of this. Pack heat. If you don't, bad guys can get stopped by good guys very quickly. Let's go here. I want to see this call here, or not that. Let's see if I can get this up here. I know a lot of you have said that too with the T thing. Let's go. Oh, hold on. I got to turn some volume up. Man, I am not with it today. I got to get a little better coffee this morning.
So that position,
if you went into court asking them to release it, it would be released by now. So how is that not a patent conflict of interest?
what you're saying happens to not be true. I did not do that. What you're talking about happened before I became the Deputy Attorney General.
So you support the release of Volume 2?
No, I don't, but I'm recused and had nothing to do with that case. Like, you can't accuse me of violating my ethical rules and then lie about what I did.
So you had nothing to do with the decision to prohibit the release of the report? You had nothing to do with the department's
I wasn't in court.
position? No, I'm not asking whether you were in court. I'm asking you whether anyone sought your opinion or used your guidance in refusing to release Volume 2.
When
You're
that
saying you had nothing to do with that decision?
litigation was ongoing, I was a private citizen still representing the president.
This is so good to see Pencil Neck trying to call somebody out for incompetence. It is pot calling the kettle black, right? Let's go here. I want to see. Typically, I try to check out what's going on over here, too. Let's see here. I want to see this. Let's go. Let's see. I want to see if there was any part of this. Let's see here. Oh, boy. I don't know if he's allowed to talk about this. Let's go here. Let's see what he says here. This is good. This is a good interview. Dude didn't hold back.
And again, with limitations. Like when the Iranians hit ships, the president has been willing to knock the hell out of the Iranians in response. This is not just a negotiation. It's negotiation, it's military, it's all these things. But I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there have been people within the Israeli government who are trying to actually shift us away from that policy because they want to continue the military campaign. And by the way, there are people within their government that I love, I have good relationships with. I hope, and I don't think that they're part of this. I mean, the ambassador of Israel to the United States, I think, is actually a really good guy. Obviously, he cares about Israel first. I care about America first.
I think that's a solid point right there. I think that's a solid point. There is nothing wrong with caring about your country first. For some reason, we have been empathetically guilted into believing that caring about America first is bad. But at the same time, we will criticize other countries for caring about their countries first. I want to hear somebody say Somalia first. Like, why doesn't Ilhan Omar care about Somalia first? I think everyone should have flies in their face, right? That's what I want for all of the Somalians. I want them all to get the Zika virus. I want them all to enjoy stepping on fecal matter walking down the street. I want them to enjoy their homeland. Get them back there.
I hope, and I don't think that they're part of this. I mean, the ambassador of Israel to the United States, I think, is actually a really good guy. Obviously, he cares about Israel first. I care about America first. But there are some people within their system we know beyond a shadow of a doubt who are manipulating and trying to change American public opinion to keep the war going on indefinitely. Again, not towards any objective.
He's right. He's right. There are people in the Israeli government. There's people in our frickin' government that want to keep the war going. You and I both know this. If you don't know this, you probably can't get voter ID. You are probably so dumb you can't get an ID. That's where I'm kind of going with that, right? I'm at the point right now of if you don't understand this, you're cooked. I'd love to get some thoughts here, thoughts and prayers, whatever you want to call this. What does this say? I don't know who that is. We'll block you. There we go. All those countries. Okay, we'll block you. Let's see who else here. Who else are we blocking? Hey Ben, it was about the title of this song. Okay, well, won't block you. Somebody trying to convince me to not like JD Vance. Okay, there we go. Oh, yesterday, bombshell news came out. I misspoke and said Fetterman was a member of Congress, not a senator. Bombshell. Bombshell. Go right ahead. Line 2. What do you got?
Hey, MWP, Mercer County, Pennsylvania.
Sure.
Ben, I've had it, man. I'm sick.
What have you had it with? What have you had it with?
Ilhan Omar. It's like she wants to import these monkeys with oatmeal smeared all over their face with flies all over them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we need some of that in this country." Get the hell out of here! I'm sick of this shit. How is this a good idea?
I think on your way to work, you are really missing out on more Somalians. I think
Ben,
I think we need more Somalians. We need
more.
more.
Ben, please, no more. Can we just get them all out now? I mean, we gotta have like a revolution or something, brother.
I think we need more Somalians. We need more Somalians.
Oh, yeah, we need more oatmeal pasted, fly covered morons, monkeys running around robbing and stabbing people, so we get arrested.
I
because
demand
we were in their way.
It is my right to have more Somalians. It's my right.
Oh,
thank you for calling, brother. God bless you. I hope you know I'm being facetious. Facetious came from the word feces. A block party taking place. Yeah, I had to block a bunch of people. Super chat from Mike ACG.
Amen.
Boom shakalaka.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Oh, this is a good joke. Why doesn't Somalia have a single drugstore? They can't take medicine on an empty stomach. Okay. All right. Whatever happened to everybody making fun of the Ethiopians? That used to be like the joke was the Ethiopians, right? What happened to them?
lot of terrorism come from that. I do think that there are people who would like that to be the outcome in Iran. But then I say, again, what is in our interest? How is it in the United States' interest to have 94 million desperate people flooding into Europe, flooding into the United States, to have, you know, sort of the terrorist infrastructure that can get established when you fan?
How is it beneficial to us? Let's go right up here. Ed, what do you got, Ed?
Yes, Ben Dykes, how you doing? I love your show, buddy, and I love the way that you present and the way that you open things up. Can I make one point? I'm always real quick, and I'll make it quick.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
When they have the president, I would really see Pete Hegseth run at the president. There's just some things about J.D. Vance that kind of throws me off.
What is it? What do you not like about J.D. Vance? Chat,
Okay.
what do y'all not like about J.D.
I'm
Vance?
gonna tell you. There's gonna be some people who get pissed off at me. I'm gonna say it. His wife is one of the towheads, and she's a Muslim.
I don't think she's Muslim. I think her family is, I thought Buddhist or Hindu. I think Hindu.
Okay. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead with this. If he can't have in his household, he said his son will go to church with her sometimes, and sometimes go with him.
What's wrong with that?
They'll have church. Well, over here in the United States, you're serving God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost. But when you're in the Buddha, Islam, Hindu, it's different gods, and you're married to a woman that y'all can't come together as
Let me
one.
ask you this.
Please do. Please do.
Wasn't America founded on freedom of religion?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Well, I think that answers your debate. Let's go here. Line 3. What do you got?
Yeah, the most untalked about story today, and nobody's
Hold
talked
on.
about
Hold
it,
on.
is the recent-
Whoa. If this is the most talked about story today that's not being talked about, we've got a freaking, hold up, let me give it.
We've got a bombshell.
Go for it. What do you got? Most talked about story that's not being talked about. Let's hear it.
Larissa Thompson, killed by 6 Honduran immigrants, illegal immigrants,
Where at?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Let's see if I can find this. South Carolina. And what was her name?
Larissa Thompson.
Spell it for me.
Okay.
If it's the most talked about thing, you should know how to spell this.
Okay, I just got to see how she spells it.
Laretha?
Her
Loretha?
Larisha.
All right, Larisha Thompson. Okay, this is the most not talked about story. Do you live in South Carolina?
No, I don't. I live in Florida.
You live in Florida, and this is the most not talked about story. Okay, what happened? What happened? Tell me what happened here.
6 Hondurans from the age of, I'm going to say actually 13 or 14 up to 21 years old.
Okay.
Killed her in a robbery.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Let me try to find this. Larisha Thompson. I have not. I'm just going to be honest. I haven't heard of this.
Just Google woman killed by 6 Honduran illegal immigrants.
Okay, here we go. So it says 6 illegal immigrants from Honduras. Why does that make this the most important story?
Because they all want to tell us that, you know, we need to keep these people in our country.
Now, if this is the most talked about story that's not being talked about,
No,
this
it's
happened
not
in
being
May.
talked
This happened in May.
Right. And have you seen it on MSN or any place else?
Let's see here. On May 14th, authorities officially announced the arrest of 6 illegal immigrants from Honduras, ranging in age from 13 to 21. Random roadside Larisha Sherelle Thompson, a 40-year-old mother of 2 in Lancaster, South Carolina. All 6 suspects face state charges, murder, burglary, blah, blah, blah. Why is this different than any other story like this? Why is this different? Why is this the most important one?
Because it's not being talked about on any news. Nobody in the news is talking about it. That's why it took you so long to find it.
That's why it took me so long. Okay. Wow. I mean, this is a horrible story. I'm not going to disagree with you, but aren't there 1,000 other stories just like this?
Yes, but again, it's a black woman. You know, if it was a white woman, you know how they say, if it's a white woman, we shouldn't be covering it. But since it's a black woman, they're still not covering it.
All right. Thanks for calling. Let's go here. Line 3. Go right ahead. Line 3. Wakey,
Yes,
wakey.
sir.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
What do you
sir.
got?
Jeff in Michigan.
What do you got, Jeff?
I'd like to make a comment on Iran, if I may.
You may. The floor is yours.
Check it out. The Axe-Pick Mountain is unpenetrable by the GBU-57, apparently.
We talked about that. Yeah. Absolutely.
What do you think about this?
Let's hear it.
4 teams, Delta Force, SEALs, maybe an Israeli force, and Air Force Combat Control. Discombobulator to get to the site, get into the tunnel, 100, 200 meters, arm a tactical nuke, get out of there, detonate it when you're out of town.
So you want boots on the ground. You want boots on the ground.
I want special forces to get in that goddamn tunnel.
Special forces. I don't want boots on the ground. But I'll say this. What was your name again? What was the first name?
Jeff.
Jeff, if you don't think we already have special forces in Iran, you're drinking the cheap Kool-Aid. Upgrade to the top shelf. There are already military boots on the ground.
I believe they're on the ground, but they're not doing that.
Okay. All right. Jeff, I appreciate you calling. What part of the country are you from?
I'm in Michigan. I'm in the shithole of Michigan.
Okay. You know what I would rather see? Here's what I would rather see. I would rather see special forces on the ground in Dearborn, Michigan.
I agree.
That's what I would rather see. I'd rather see our
Dearborn,
taxpayer-funded military boots on the ground in Dearborn snatching Ilhan like Maduro. That's what I'd like to see.
Dearborn has turned into Islamic State. There's no question about it. And it's starting to spread out further and further into the small towns and communities around that area.
Starting? Come on, man. You're starting? We know it's already happening. Jeff, you're a good dude. I can tell you love America. You sound like you love America. Sound like you
I love this country.
I do too, man. And it hurts my freaking heart whenever I hear people that hate America and they refuse to leave. It hurts my heart.
It's painful.
Yeah, it is.
It's painful.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time, sir. Appreciate your service.
God bless you, Jeff. Take care. Sorry I hung up on somebody there. Well, I apologize. There we go. Ben, thank you. We all love you. Love our chat too. Thank you. Queen Bees. Queen Bees. There we go. Obama could carry on with his third term. Biden was perfect at control. Yeah, he might have been. Memphis. Good morning, brother Ben and Patriot family. Thank you very much. JD Vance said on Iran. Let's go. All right, go right ahead. What do we got? Go, JD. Bobby. Sorry.
Hey,
what do you got?
Isn't it funny? Congress, they're so busy wanting to ban standard time, but they won't ban Islam from our country. They are busy.
You know, they are really busy. It's time for them to get busy. How do you like that pun? It's time to get busy. Yeah.
I
right.
like a good pun in the morning.
Absolutely. Bobby, you take care, brother. God bless you. Let's go here. Line 5. What do you got, line 5?
I'll tell you one of the reasons that story about that woman being killed is important.
Okay.
And it has to do with the story about Nolan, that kid who very probably drowned after drinking with some friends on a boat.
Okay.
You've got the race baiters and you've got the race scripters saying that this is a murder based on nothing but his friend's skin color. And this is important. They have to make that racial. At the same time, they're totally ignoring this poor black woman who was killed. And because the people who killed her were brown, we're not going to pay attention to that. That's why it's important. You've got to look at it in contrast to what's going on.
I don't know why I'm supposed to care more about this one than any of the others, though. I don't know. I don't know. I just...
Well, I can tell you because this is part of the warring invasion force that is allowed into this country. We don't want to face that we're at war, that we've been invaded, that we have people actively hunting down Americans and getting away with it.
I gotcha.
People.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Are you as upset? I just pulled this up. 27 people were shot in Chicago last week or this weekend. Are you as concerned about them?
Well, seeing as I don't know any, it's hard for me to be that concerned, especially when their own people are totally ignoring it. If black people don't care about black people being killed, why should I?
But I care about all lives. I mean, I can't name one of these 27 people that were shot in Chicago, but now I'm supposed to care specifically about this woman. I don't know why we have to choose who to care about. Thank you for calling. Let's go here. Airborne, what do you got?
Hey, brother, I got a philosophical question for you.
I love philosophical questions.
What is the difference between Americans yelling, Iran needs to be completely destroyed, and Iranians yelling, America needs to be completely destroyed? I don't understand how you could be against, Iranians yelling they want to destroy America and then turn around and say the same thing.
Well, I think the Iranians, it's like this radical ideology, right?
Correct.
And I believe Americans, we're supposed to be a little higher up on the intelligence chain. We're supposed to be a little more educated. We're supposed to be a little more, I would say, smart. And I believe, or for me personally, I try not to base who I want to kill on I don't know, man. I think people get politically charged and just start yelling, kill them all, let God sort them out or some shit,
Right. And that's what I'm trying to understand is how is it okay for us to say it, but it's wrong for them to say it?
Who said it was okay for them?
No, that's what I'm saying. How is it okay for Americans to say we need to just completely destroy Iran and just nuke the entire country? How is that different than them yelling all of us need to die?
I don't think it is. And the people that are like just nuke them, I don't believe they understand what that entails. I don't believe people understand. I agree that I don't think just dropping nukes, drop it like it hot or whatever. I don't think it's a good idea, man. I really don't. Thanks for calling, man. You put it into perspective. We're no better than them when we just say, kill them all. We're no better, right?
Exactly.
We're no better.
Exactly.
Airborne, you're a good
brother,
dude.
Have a great day.
God bless you, man. You put a good spin on that. I like the spin. Oh, we got some super chats in here. What do we got? Super chat, £2 from David, British, Conquered Country. Hi, Ben. Did a super chat sum of £300 by mistake. Whoa. Contact YouTube or something. I don't have the ability to, I don't have a cash register to do refunds here. All that's processed through YouTube. I'm going to start this conversation first. I'm going to say this, Tommy. I've given you more leeway than anyone else on this channel. If you start getting angry, aggressive, whatever, I will hang up on you faster than anything.
I apologize for being aggressive the other day.
If you do, I'm just going to hang up with you. I've given you more latitude than anyone else on this channel, okay?
I understand. That's fine.
Okay, what would you like to say? I just want to get that out there.
Fine, no problem. And I got your address, and I'll take care of that Monday. I'm encouraged to do that. I apologize for being more than assertive the other day and aggressive a little bit, and just wanted to say good morning. And put in a little 2 cents. And I think you're right. The last thing I want is a nuclear bomb anywhere because there's so much entailed with that. Because, I flew all those years in the jet stream. That wind will carry it everywhere. That's one thing that is just devastating. The whole planet will feel a nuclear bomb anywhere.
Yeah.
So, I know we have iRobots, pretty active iRobots in the lab now. My friends work on them. I went to college with some engineers, And there's a lot of ideas, and everybody calls in with all these great ideas. Some are bad, some are good, but I mean, they're going to do the best thing that they think that they can do, save lives. Trump. That's why I voted for Trump. He's a pacifist. I know that, but I think he's smart enough, and he has the best people around him. And I think they're going to come out with the solution. This takes a little time. 6 months. Come on. 50 years of this crap. So anyway, Ben, thanks a lot. And
Tommy, I appreciate you calling, man. Really appreciate it.
No sweat. You're my friend, and I get mad. I'm sorry. And I can't hear you all the time when you get yelling with this quick connection and the delay. A lot of people get talked over, and I try to listen better now.
Well, God bless you. You take care and get to feeling better. Tommy, the guitar man down in South Florida. Yeah, I mean, I understand that this lady was killed. 27 people shot in Chicago. Where's the black media, news media? Line 5. What do you got?
Hi, good morning. I'm sorry I lost my voice a little. I just wanted to find out what everyone thought about AOC not wanting to platform Trump when he makes his announcement today.
I'm sorry. I don't wake up wondering what AOC thinks. Thanks for calling. Hope your voice gets to feeling better. Line 5. What do you got?
Hi, Ben. This is Melissa from Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, I know. I talked to you the other day about boots on the ground and the nuclear bomb. I don't think we should drop the nuclear bomb. I'll say it again. Well, one thing, I don't want to have to rebuild Iran like we did Japan. That's waste of money. I don't want to have to pay for no medical bills or anything like that. And I don't think there's very many people that's alive now that remembers what happened in Japan and what all, went on with the people and everything. And I don't know why people want to destroy that country. I mean, I understand that the
Let me ask you this.
There,
Let me ask you this. If you go to church, I'm assuming, I don't care if you do or not. It's up to you. It's your own business.
Yes,
you go to
I'm
church.
a Christian, yes.
Okay, you go to church. How can somebody on a Thursday night after a little bit of, barley pops be like, nuke them, and then go to church on Sunday and be like, praise the Lord? Does that make any damn sense?
No, it does not. My personal opinion, they're not a true Christian.
And I believe.
I mean, you can say I'm a hypocrite or whatever, but to me, that is not a true Christian. You cannot party and cuss and drink and smoke pot and do drugs on Saturday night and then turn around on Sunday and go to church and praise the Lord and everything. No.
It's
to me that's basically the same thing.
It's hypocritical, isn't it? It's hypocritical.
Yes, it is. I mean, yes,
Well,
we
Melissa,
were both
I appreciate
in the Army
you calling. I appreciate
military,
it.
and we had to do what we had to do. But I just don't believe in what a lot of people are saying, and
well, thank you for calling. I'm gonna grab some other stuff here. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling. Roll Tide, and for any Auburn fan in the chat, Roll Tide. SAVE Act is DOA in the Senate. I believe that. I brought this up for everybody that's like freaking out about the stuff. I'm going to hang up on whoever this is real quick because I'm talking. For everybody freaking out about the lady in South Carolina, these are real-time stats from Chicago. July, 89 people shot. Say their name, right? Say their name. Week in progress. Just this week, 20 shot. Year to date, 995 shot. 995. Check out this website, heyjackass.com. I know the guy that runs this. Person shot every 4 hours in Chicago. Every 4 hours in Chicago. It's pretty good. This is a great website, and it even like tells you where, like butt, head, neck, all that stuff. Look at the population. 7% white people. 88% were shot. 11% something else. Like a knife or a butterfly knife or whatever. Explosive diarrhea, maybe. Homicide, 69% black, 20% Hispanic, 12% white. Where are the Chinese people at? Why aren't they taking each other out? Why are Chinese and Korean people not taking each other out? This is weird, ain't it, man? This is weird. Let me turn some calls back on. But I'm supposed to care about this one person in Chicago. Or not, South Carolina. And I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for her family. But, I mean, damn. Why isn't this getting anything? Right? Why not? Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free. Get your calls in. I want to see. I don't know if I agree with this one right now. I don't know if I agree with this one. This one kind of blows my mind right here. And I like this guy. I do like this guy. Let's go line 2. What do you got?
Hey, it's your favorite Submariner. How you doing, brother?
Amazing. What would you like to say?
Well, I want to talk about the SAVE Act. Thank you for addressing my comments.
It'll never pass the Senate. It'll never pass the Senate.
It's not. Even if they try to pass it through, attach it to the NDAA, when they try to pass it through reconciliation, which bypasses the filibuster, which they can do 3 times a year, if I remember correctly, but it has to be done with specific tax or spending purposes. That is when we have this frigid B word standing in our way, known as the Senate parliamentarian. Her name is Elizabeth McDonough.
I'm not putting the blame on this woman. I'm not. And I'll tell you why. Because
she's going to strip it away. She's going to strip it away, bro.
I'm not putting the blame on her. I'm putting the blame on whoever should fire her, and that's John Thune.
There you go. I couldn't agree more. I apologize for doubting you. Great point, brother. We need to fire the parliamentarian.
It's just like this. Think about this. And I caught a guy out yesterday, a submarine guy that came into the office filing a VA claim. We got to talking. He was trying to do this proverbial penis measuring contest. And we get to talking. And come to find out, dude never qualified, went to the boat, left as a sad panda, that kind of stuff, right? And I caught him out because he was talking about getting his qual card signed and all this other crap. And I said to him, what color was the CO's signature? My CO, every boat I was on, the CO signed ink in blue. I don't know about you. Was it blue on...
Same, blue, everywhere.
Yeah.
The only person that signed in blue, engineer was red, XO was green.
Green, exactly. XO green, engineer red. Everybody else black, and if it wasn't black. And this guy was trying to do this, and we get to talking, and he blamed once it found out that he got kicked out in Sad Panda, he tried to blame it on the captain. And I was like, the captain doesn't bring you into submarines. The crew qualifies you. And if the crew didn't choose you, you were a loser and you had some other issues. And he didn't like that, but it's a fact, right? And I believe that's the way it is with this parliamentarian. Yeah, we know her name. Yeah. But the person that qualifies her is the problem. That's the problem.
I'm sure you remember when I called up and I was really, really excited about Ken Paxton beating John Corwin in the Texas Senate primary, because the senators, damn Ben, the senators are the group of the biggest American haters in the country.
They do.
The more we can get out of there, the better.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks for calling, brother. I appreciate you.
Name your favorite senator, because I don't have one.
No, I can't either. I really can't.
Suck.
They all suck. Ben. God bless you. Let's go here. Mu Fanchu. I don't even know what that means. Let's go here. Let's see here.
Far-left members of her party to slash aid to Israel. The former party leader isn't thrilled that socialist candidates are challenging Democratic incumbents in a midterm year. Listen here.
I wasn't happy about people saying, let's spend a whole lot of money challenging Democrats. You want to do that, but don't think that that's something that is good for this year. Do it a year when we have the luxury of having the majority.
U.S.
Interesting take from Pelosi. She's worried. Line 2, go right ahead.
Hi, Ben. It's Eidolon here.
Good morning.
And here is the most powerful weapon in our arsenal right now that hasn't been used in 10 years. And it also ties into the LaRisha Thompson case.
Okay.
It's the Smith-Munt Act. That needs to be put back into place or something like it. And that would clear up so much confusion for everyone in America.
Let me Google this. I don't want to misquote this. Smith-Munt's U.S. Information Educational Exchange, put in 1948. Ban on domestic dissemination. Act of 2012. So Obama got rid of it, right?
Yes, yep, that's exactly right. And I don't know why Trump has not put it back into place or got something similar. All the media smear campaigns against him are a result of this act being repealed. It's the reason why we have so many dim-witted, mid-witted, and dumbass Americans who don't know what the hell is going on. They're just being fed a narrative. This is why the LaRisha Thompson case isn't being broadcast on the mainstream news, because her case is inconvenient to the narrative.
You know, I agree with that part. And the part I think that bothers me is that, a lot of these people that are dying, like I just showed 27 people shot over the weekend in Chicago, not one Democrat senator could tell you their name, could they? Not one.
Not at all. And and I couldn't tell you any of their names. That's another thing that gets underreported. But especially in terms of the Iran war and everything like that, our media is just absolutely crooked. It's the reason why we have Americans that are pissed off at Trump for even getting us in this conflict when they're not even aware that we've been in conflict with Iran for 47 years.
Right. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? That is a fact, Jack. A lot of people don't know that. I really agree with that. You know, man, I didn't know that it was altered under Obama. That one.
Oh,
this could.
Oh yeah, that's one of. Remember how the media treated Obama with kid gloves and everything? Like Obama could do no wrong, and any criticism against him, you were immediately labeled a racist. It's in part because of the Smith-Munt Act.
Let me ask you this, and I've said this for a long time, and people can agree or disagree. I think Obama got elected because of one thing only: white guilt. He lured people into voting for him because if you feel guilty about being white, you could baptize yourself and rinse off the white guilt by voting for a black guy or a guy that's half black. That's what I think.
And here's one more thing about Obama too. Like the people who have been saying that he's a Muslim and other people firing back that, oh no, he's Christian or whatever. Explain to me how a man with the names of Barack and Hussein is not a Muslim. Those names are tied more to the Muslim religion than whatever African nation that his father came from.
My middle name just happened. My middle name just so happens to be Hussein. Benjamin.
I didn't know that.
Benjamin Hussein Barack Sortero Barry Dykes. That's my full name. That's my full name. That's my full name.
Oh man, you just made me cough on my coffee a little bit. That's hilarious.
I just spit some cyclospora out of my nose. Hey, you take care, brother. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Great call. I knew the Smith-Munt Act was changed. I didn't realize it was changed under Obama to protect him. Let's go here.
I promise you, I'm going to sit down and spend a couple of weeks trying to figure out what's in these files. I just haven't done it yet.
You said something that I thought was very odd.
Okay.
You said that you thought that they were demons.
Okay. I did say that.
What did you mean by that?
Well, I First of all, there not just in Christianity, but in a number of world religions, there are a number of mystical things that happened, extra dimensional, extra. I'm not one of these people who's like a hyper rationalist. I think that there are things happening in the world that we're not always seeing. I believe in God. I think that there is a kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not extra real.
Supernatural.
Supernatural. There are supernatural things that are happening. Okay. So if you look historically.
What about that? Are aliens demons? I got to play this clip here from Bongino. This Bongino clip is really good. Here we go. Let's see here. Do you think it'll work in the U.S.? I don't know if I agree with Bongino here.
Fox News contributor, former FBI director, Deputy Director Dan Bongino is with us. Don't forget, Dan, so his podcast is back. It's on Rumble. I haven't even asked.
I'm just going to say this about Rumble, and some of you might agree with it. I'm streaming on Rumble right now for those that want to watch that. I can't. I don't know if y'all want me to tell you my thoughts on Rumble.
Asked you about this, but I know we think the same way. We've been friends a long time, and Dan, I got to be honest. When you look at historical trends favoring the party out of power, and you look at all the radicals now that have been lined up and have even beaten incumbent candidates, and you look at Tallarico and Plattner and El Sayed and the people Mamdani helped beat in New York, and I actually think it's a gift to the Republican Party.
I don't know about this. This whole Democrat socialist thing is growing. I believe it's a gift to the Republican Party if Republicans have big enough testicles to call them out. The trouble is, we don't. Republicans play too nice. Some people say Christians play too nice. I believe maybe we do, but and I believe Bongino, he's hidden. He's hidden on Rumble.
Well, if they lose, it'll be a gift. But if they win, we're in a lot of trouble. I was listening to your monologue there and the clips of that pure idiocy we saw from all of these candidates out there, these socialists. And I can't help but this thought just keeps running through my head all the time. Like, folks, stupid's a choice, okay? To the socialists out there, listen, I'll just beam in like missile lock on my eyes. You don't have to be dumb. That's
a fact. That's a fact. I like Bongino. I don't know if this Democrat socialism thing is a gift, because I think Democrats they just play the game better. I think they play the game better. I put a poll in the chat. How many of you think demons are aliens, to agree with JD Vance? I know this is bouncing back and forth, but I am like a little bit like, what do you call it? Short-term thought process.
David Grush and a lot of these other people, that there have been crash retrieval programs.
Okay, and I've talked to Dave before. I think I called him actually after he was on your podcast. So there's like the crash retrieval stuff of whether that's real or not.
Okay, we're going to talk about this. Let's go here. Line 6. What do you got, line 6?
Good morning, Ben. This is Izzy from Virginia. How are you today?
Izzy, Virginia. Amazing. What do you got?
I just have this question that's been bothering me. It's when you mentioned the city of London and all that.
Uh-huh.
I was having my dad listen to a YouTube from one of those guys.
Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Okay,
ARC.
what do you got?
It's called America. It's called ARC, America, Russia, and China.
Okay.
And my dad says these are Lyndon LaRouche's ideas from a long, long time ago. My dad's in his 60s.
Uh-huh. Lyndon LaRouche was a bit of a radical.
Yeah, yeah. And they're mixing it up with like Trump. And I'm just very concerned for these people. And, like,
there's a
like
lot of
America,
people.
Russia, and China. It's anti-establishment and
Lyndon
You know, like,
LaRouche, very radical person. If people
Right.
don't know who Lyndon LaRouche was,
that's where these ideas are coming from, my dad says.
I believe Lyndon LaRouche was also a convicted felon. Let me see here. American
He
political.
ran for president.
Yeah, he
He
did
was a
multiple
Trotskyite.
times.
And he tried to make Western ideas into communist ideas, but from a right-wing slant.
It says here
Like
he founded the political
anti-establishment.
movement. Let's see. LaRouche died in 2019. Revolutionary Spark founded, led a political movement starting later half of the 60s. What else did he do?
Against Britain, but pro-China and Russia. It's that type of thing. So I'm just concerned about the people that support Trump going off onto this ditch.
Oh, like a little off ramp or something.
Right. So I just thought I would get your ideas because you're very experienced and you were in the Navy and
You know, I
you study
talked
this
to
stuff, but my dad says stay away from it.
I talked to a couple of people involved with the Promethean channel, and they're very, very much LaRouche. They like LaRouche's ideology.
Yeah, my dad says LaRouche's ideology is bad. That's my concern for Trump supporters. If they go off into this ditch.
Well,
do
here's
you
the
think it
thing.
could cause a problem.
Here's the thing. What's the easiest way to stop the Make America Great Again movement? Divide it. Just split it, right?
Exactly.
I think there's a lot of people that are trying to split that. I know the people over at Promethean. I love Barbara. I love their channel. Susan. I know their producers. I talk to them all the time.
Okay.
I love them, but here's the thing. We can all disagree on certain aspects of stuff, but I do believe with a lot of what they say, how the British government,
British imperial free trade and
they
America.
really did control the world for a long damn time, right?
Well, yeah, we kind of do now. I mean,
I don't know if we do or we think we do. Or if we did and now we're trying to again. I think that might be the better way.
so you're not concerned about LaRouche's ideas getting pushed into the Trump sphere. You think it's good.
Let me ask you this. Lyndon LaRouche, I believe I think his family's Canadian. I don't have a lot of respect for any Canadians, but I don't see enough people worried about it. I really don't.
Okay.
I think if anything, Trump has revived patriotism. That's what I think. Thanks for calling. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Let's go here. I want to finish this clip here. Do we have aliens captured? I want to know.
So I've talked to Dave before. I think I called him actually after he was on your podcast. So there's like the crash retrieval stuff of whether that's real or not. Where is it, et cetera. There's the videos, right? There are all of these videos, some of which have been released and declassified that seem to me show some pretty weird stuff. And then there might be other pieces of evidence as well. I'm not saying there is or isn't. I just don't know. I try to keep an open mind about this stuff. All I'm saying is I'm fascinated by it. I don't have like some secret sauce, at least not yet, that tells me what's true and what's false. I'm just saying this is something that I'm interested in, but it doesn't, it's because it's like anything in life where do I have to figure this out this week? No. So I'm going to do the things that I have to, like negotiate with the Iranians and try to get this bill passed. Look, we've got remains of space aliens and we're hiding them. Then there are a million possibilities for that. What would explain it, how it would have happened. I am skeptical that's true. And the reason I'm skeptical that it's true that we have the physical remains is not because I don't think that's something that like is physically possible or that the government's willing to do and able to do a lot of crazy stuff in our history and the history of all governments. I am skeptical of the competence. I actually made this point to Dave when we talked, and I think he's a very interesting guy.
Let me ask you this. If there is this massive cover-up with as many leaks that have happened in the government, Be it 9/11, be it aliens. Do you think anyone in our government is competent enough to cover all this up for this long? I think if you believe that, you might be putting too much faith in the competence of our government. Do you think someone like AOC or MTG or something like that could really cover up something for that frickin' long? For that long? That's where I get the like head scratching. I'm like, man, I don't believe these people could cover it up for that long. I just don't know there. I don't know.
Keep the watch on the 1MC. Pass the word. Dive, dive. Sound 2 blasts of dive alarm. Pass the word. Dive, dive.
Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Same old song again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know who will be true. We don't know who will be true. They cry, a long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter just inside here. Recruiter just inside here. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Had to get out of boot camp. Had to get out of boot camp. They won't like the smoking lamp. They won't like the smoking lamp. Now I'm a submariner. Now I'm a submariner. Rolling in the deep, sir. Rolling in the deep, sir. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. I can't remember the sun. I can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Say Riley, 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 Riley. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, Riley, 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 Riley. Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dykes Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door.
See you in the next one. Ben Dykes Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka. You know, nobody booms in shakalaka.
One more for you here real quick. This just happened in, I believe, South Carolina. No, I think it was Florida. This just happened. Let me go here. Let me see if I can pull this up here real quick. This is interesting, to be honest with you. Let's go here. Let me see if I can pull this up here. This happened in in Florida. I love every bit of this. This is patriotism. Blue angels on the beach. Here's something you to think about. Look at that. Blue angel on the beach. Imagine if you were in Iran and that came flying by your head. Whoo, boy, that's going to change some that's going to change some things. I saw somebody say something in the chat. Here we go. Like your show, don't always agree. I don't care. I don't even know you. I don't even know you. I don't care if you agree with me. How about that? Wessenman. I think that's a great comment. Maybe comment of the day. I like your show, just don't always agree. I don't care. Yeah, you literally don't have to agree with me. I've never said you have to agree to watch. I don't think I've ever said that. Wessenman, comment of the day. God bless you. That's what I think. Comment of the day. See ya. And I will cover the Trump thing tonight.